What if I told you you could lose belly fat here in perimenopause and after without dieting? Belly fat in perimenopause and beyond is actually caused from a hormonal imbalance. And that's why restricting calories, carbohydrates, fats, and even working out more doesn't work anymore. Hi, my name is Michelle Black. I'm a registered nurse and nutritionist specialized in women's health, hormones, and weight loss. I help women in perimenopause and menopause lose the weight without dieting. Many of my clients come to me feeling like they actually look like they're pregnant, and they're actually not, but they're entering in either perimenopause or menopause, and they just can't figure it out. They're feeling bloated, they're feeling loss of energy, they've got this big stomach protruding, feeling like it interferes in their intimacy, especially with their partners. If this is something that you're struggling with, I'd love to support you. You can find the link below in the description to book a call with me. Comment down below belly fat if this is something that you're struggling with. Today, I'm going to share 4 simple tips that will help you get some momentum and get some inches off that waistline. Tip number 1, you want to get 7 to 9 hours of good quality sleep. Sleep is actually the only time that the brain can remove toxins and waste. And this is crucial not only for weight loss, belly fat loss, but also for optimum women's health. This decreases inflammation, helps establish proper hormonal balance rather than imbalance. With just one poor night's sleep, you'll have a noticeable difference in hormonal imbalance. This is why you notice that you're hungry all day the next day. You crave a lot of salty, sugar, and high-fat foods. That's because you've got some elevated cortisol and insulin levels that are going to actually cause you to have those cravings. And when those are up, we're also going to increase the inflammation in your body. Those of you who actually have the joint inflammation or the chronic pain in the knees, this is especially crucial for you. Tip number 2, controlling stress. Remember, we said that belly fat is primarily a hormonal imbalance at this point in our life. So we really need to focus also on controlling our stress. We can evoke stress by thought alone. Just the thought of something not going right can increase our cortisol levels and insulin levels. Something I really want to make sure that you understand as a woman is when we're not able to control our stress levels and our cortisol levels go up, this actually decreases our estrogen and progesterone levels even faster during this period of time. And that's exactly what we don't want to happen. Walking and meditation are wonderful ways to not only lower your cortisol levels, but lower your insulin levels. And these are something that are very, very easy that you can do, even if that's around the block at home, if you've got a treadmill, access to a gym, or meditation, just sitting somewhere quietly and just allowing your time for your body to process and to slow down. If this is something you're struggling with, I'd love to support you, and you can find the link below to book a call with me. Tip number 3 is tracking your nutrition. Tracking your nutrition is going to be a huge game changer. I can remember the days back years ago when I first started tracking. I was so blown away by the nutrients or the junk food that I was actually eating. It's really an eye-opener that you're going to be able to see that you're actually consuming that many carbs, that much saturated fats, that many sugars. Something as little as a whole apple, which is around 228 grams. A whole apple by itself right now has around 25 grams of sugar in it. Though it's a high nutrient or considered a healthy food, that's your daily allowance of sugar in your day to consume. So if you're wanting to truly get rid of this menopause belly fat, we've really got to reel in our sugars and our saturated fats and really pay attention to our sodium levels. All of these things can be identified by tracking your foods or your nutrition within a tracking app. If you want a suggestion for a food tracking app, I've got a link down below in the description. Too many sodium intake of sugar or saturated fats also increase our insulin levels. Remember back when I mentioned that if we've got these high levels, and cortisol levels, we're actually dropping those estrogen and progesterone levels. It is multifactorial in the aspect to lose true menopause belly fat. It is a hormonal imbalance. So to get the balance back, we've got to weave in sleep. We've got to be able to control stress. We've got to have knowledge of what we're actually intaking as far as food and beverages and things that have an effect on our cortisol and our insulin levels, because at the end of the day, they overall have a domino effect on our other hormones, not just estrogen and progesterone. And tip number 4, as simple as it may be, move, move, move. I can't say this enough. You want to move your body consistently, a minimum of 30 minutes a day. It doesn't have to be something crazy. You don't have to go to the gym. If it's cleaning, if it's yard work or whatnot, it's truly just moving your body. Moving your body not only lowers cortisol levels, but it increases your insulin sensitivity, where your body's going to be able to break down the sugars from your foods a lot more versus not moving. A lot of the times women get mistaken that we're moving our bodies or we're exercising for the calorie in versus calories out perspective. And that simply doesn't work anymore here in menopause and after. But we really want to make sure that we're just moving consistently. Again, it doesn't have to be this highly powered activity that we think it has to be. If it's walking for 30 minutes, and you can break that up. If you want to do 2 sessions, 15 minutes mid-morning and 15 minutes in the afternoon, that's going to be a huge, huge game changer if you'll apply this tip with the 3 other tips that I've mentioned before. If you're struggling and this is you, I'd love to support you. You can book a call with me and find the link down below in the description. And be sure to watch the next video on